The world is changing faster than you can imagine. The old systems are collapsing. Join us as we delve into the minds driving the future, the Clean Titans.
Welcome back to Clean Titans. This is Ali in Whistler Valley Homes in Maynard, Texas, very close to the Tesla Gigafactory. And I have here Morgan Bess, who's going to explain to us about this net zero home built by GFO Homes.
Thank you. Yes, my name is Morgan Best. I'm here with GFO Home in Whistler Valley, and this is a net zero neighborhood, meaning that all of the homes are equipped with solar panels. They also have a geothermal HVAC system underneath the land here. We include EV charging outlets in our garages and foam insulation in our attics. And overall, the home foam insulation.
So is that the best?
Yeah, it's
for the climate?
Yeah, it keeps all of the hot and cool air inside of the home.
And is that Tesla chargers and Tesla solar roofs, or others? Anyone?
A different type of solar panel.
So
you can choose. Well, you'll have a set type of solar panel that is included on the home, and then the EV charging outlet can charge any type of EV.
In the future, it's all going to NACS anyway.
Sorry?
Well, starting this year, they're all going to be NACS or Tesla chargers.
I don't know if that works the same for other electrical vehicles.
They're all going to have the same.
Okay.
It's standardized now.
Nice.
You won't need too many different versions. You just do one.
Gotcha, cool. And so the whole neighborhood is built on the foundation of bettering the future of the world by reducing our carbon footprint and also creating homes that can sustain over time without having, it's a benefit to the buyer too. They save a lot of money each month on electricity. We also have a lot of features within the neighborhood, like organic community gardens that allow you to plant your own fruits and vegetables.
So you give people a plot?
So there's specific little areas throughout the community that have gardening areas, and you can plant your own fruits and vegetables there.
So you have a designated area in that garden?
Everybody can go and plant wherever they want.
But how do you know who planted what?
Well, it's actually for the community.
So everybody gets to pick whatever they want to.
If you don't,
who tends to it? Who takes care of it?
You can volunteer as a resident, or you also can just have the professional horticulturist who takes care of the garden and who harvests anything that's grown there. You can just take advantage of the produce that is harvested.
So what all do they grow there?
Lots of different things. It depends on the season, but they have fruits, they have vegetables, they even have flowers and such that you can pick up too.
Edible flowers? No, they're regular. All right, cool. So what kind of floor plans? What is the size of these homes?
Yeah, so GFO, we are a small business. We're building in Dallas and in Austin, between 17 different communities currently.
And all of them are net zero homes in Dallas and
No,
here?
just here in Whistler Valley. So that's what makes Whistler Valley so special. In Whistler Valley, GFO sells 5 different floor plans, anywhere between 2,000 to 3,100 square feet. The one that we're standing in right now is my Wilson floor plan. This one is around 2,700 square feet. It's got 4 bedrooms and 3 full baths. We've got these great open to below ceilings that you can see. 21-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors in the home.
Nice. And what's the cost of this home?
So they're going to range, starting prices for this floor plan is going to be $46,990, and it can go upwards from there.
Depending on what all you add on to it.
Right. So
what comes in the base plan?
We're going to have the same layout. We did add a media room in this home. So this particular home is a little bit bigger than the average square footage. So typically it's 2,700 square feet, but with the media room, it's around 3,000. So we did add that, and then these beautiful 3-panel sliding patio doors is an upgraded feature as well.
So are these double pane or triple pane?
They're double pane.
Why not triple pane?
It's just the type of door we have. It's the same as the windows. Windows are double pane as well.
So with double pane, you can manage to give people net zero? You don't need triple pane to do that?
Nope, well insulated. Opens up to 1 panel.
Wow, that's a big door.
Right.
And in cool days like this, you can just let the coolants in. You don't even have to cool the place.
Exactly.
As long as it does a good job of keeping the heat in for winter, then it's cool, right? So tell me about this kitchen.
So this is the standard layout for the kitchen building with us. You have options to upgrade the cabinetry to have them stacked like we have here. We also have
Now, is the material also sustainable? Are the suppliers sustainable, or just the home is net
Not
zero?
necessarily. We do our best, obviously, to endorse companies that match that mission, but the home itself is sustainable.
Cool.
So then we also have electric appliances throughout the home.
Excellent.
Stainless steel appliances we use.
Gas is hazardous for your health.
Exactly. You don't want a gas leak in your house.
Right.
That's a nice benefit.
Well, not just that. When you cook, you're putting poisons in the air, and not nitrogen oxides and other poisons that will harm you.
There you go. Another benefit. In here we've got our primary bedroom.
Wow, this is a nice big bedroom. That's a king?
Yes. It's
So
like
even with the king, we have so much room here.
yeah.
You can put a sofa right there. You can put a little seaty over here.
Yeah.
And huge. And I love the light. There's so many windows. Oh, wow. This is a big bathroom.
So we've always got the double sinks in the primary. You get the freestanding tub, the large walk-in mud set shower, and then our large primary closets as well.
Oh, huge. I love this closet. It's big. Double closet. Now, do you have automatic lights on the closet?
No, but we do have an electrician that you can meet with when you're building, and you can add additional lighting features.
So all you have to do is put in the socket, the switch. If it has a sensor, then it just turns on and turns off.
So you can add that when you're building. You can even add floor outlets. You can add additional lighting on the walls.
Nice big
Sound
shower.
systems.
I love the shower size. I like the fireplace. Does it actually warm up or no? There's no heater over there blowing hot air.
There is an option when you're building to add an electric fireplace that will go floor to ceiling. So it just gives a little ambiance.
Nice. Is it a smart thermostat?
Yes, Honeywell is a smart thermostat. It's Wi-Fi compatible.
Now, is that connected to your utilities so that they can manage their demand?
Yes.
You can level demand and you can get some benefit for letting them do that? Take some tone down a few degrees whenever the cost of electricity is huge in the stratosphere.
Do you mean control it on your phone or something?
No, grid controls it. And if you set it at 72, they can put it at 73 or 74 when the demand is, pricing is way
It
too
would
high.
have to be manually done on there.
Okay. Because I think Google thermostats do that.
Oh, really?
And they save you money. You can set up a system with the utility and you actually give you some benefit.
So it'll
Automatically change it for you. A few degrees for an hour or two or a short 15-minute segments isn't going to make any difference for you, but it would actually save you money.
upstairs. You have a large window in the stairwell, so it lets in some natural light.
Big windows. I love the big windows.
Look out of those top windows and see all the pretty views we have here in Whisper Valley.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is awesome.
We include double sinks in the secondary baths.
Oh, double sinks even here for two kids. Or they get their own, no fighting, they get their own sink.
Exactly. And then this plan would typically end right here. So you would have 2,700 square feet, including this.
So
thing
end
here.
here, meaning not those two windows in this.
It would stop right here typically, but when you
Okay.
add the media room, it extends this space 10 feet and adds the optional wet bar and media room.
Oh, nice media room. Cool. Now, why do you still have light fixtures in here?
Well, in case you need them.
Because nowadays, no, throughout the facility, because nowadays I thought everybody's moving to those light beams that are on the floor and on the roof and behind cabinets, and the light just emanates from all around you,
Yeah.
and there's no fixture that blinds your eyes or,
I think it's just dependent on your taste, and also it is a model, so we want it to be well lit and easily shown. So I think that's why.
Oh, and then ambience light plus lamps and no fixtures. So you can actually save the cost of wiring and those fixtures and lights and fans.
Right.
So you can actually save money for your
I'm one of those people in my house. I'm no overhead lighting, just
Yes.
lamps. I like the ambiance.
lamp, and then you just put some strip lights all over.
Right, exactly.
You can put strip lights under the bed, and light will just come out from below the bed or across cabinets and shelves,
You
and
can do really whatever you want when it comes
or
to that.
light around the window, around the mirrors and windows, so that the light just comes from behind the mirror and behind around the windows. So and you can make those lights any color, and you can even set them up if you're gone. They just turn on and turn off at different times, so people think there's somebody living here.
Safety concerns. Well, that is definitely still an option. We do have some really cool light fixture options at our design center. There are, not through our design center, but after closing on the home, you could absolutely put in some really cool mirrors that do light up like that. So there's definitely lots of options we have here. And then these two rooms both have walk-in closets as well. The two that are going to share that upstairs bathroom.
Nice. So how many homes have you built here and how many are already occupied and sold?
So in total, the neighborhood plans to have about 1,500 homes.
And how many of those were built by your company?
I don't know the exact amount, but right now we are in total about 600 sold to all the builders, but I
Okay.
don't have the exact number for GFO.
Good,
GFO
no worries.
is still building in phase 3 and 4 right now. We have about 11 lots left.
Nice. So you can customize those. The rest are already built.
Exactly.
So you get whatever you got on those. How many are available right now for people to buy?
We've got 11 lots left to sell that you can build your own home on. And then we also have about 5 to 7 homes under production that are going to be inventory. So you
Perfect.
can buy them completed.
Great. Thank you.
No problem.
Is that a closet here?
Linen closet here.
How big is that? Can you show me?
Yeah, of course.
Decent size. Thank
Yeah,
you.
lots of built-in shelving.
Nice. Thank you.
No problem.
I like these huge windows and you can see the solar panels on the other house
Oh,
from
that's
here.
great.
So how much solar do you have?
So it depends on the size of the home, but I would say for this size home, about 17 panels is pretty typical.
And what's that 17 equates to?
I'd have to get that information for you. I don't have it off the top of the head.
But it's enough to cover the home. Do you also have a power wall or battery?
We don't include them, but you can absolutely add one on. So that's something that would have to be post-close.
So you are grid connected, right?
So it's not grid connected, no. It's
Oh, the home is not the grid
The solar
connected.
is
So what happens at night then?
Well, it still has enough energy stored on there. And then also with,
So you do have battery somewhere.
well, it's not a battery necessarily, but it is extra power that you store throughout. With the solar panels and the geothermal system, your home is still going to be well powered, even at night.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yep.
Thank you so much, Morgan.
No problem.
We'll come back on the 18th. You have something happening here, right?
It's going to be our Move Mountains market.
Thank you.
The insights and solutions we discuss here are crucial for a cleaner future. They're about a fundamental shift in mindset. We believe that interviews like this are so profound, they can change the course of your life. If this conversation moved you, hit that subscribe button to join the community that's building the sustainable future. Thank you for watching. Like and tell your friends about Clean Titans and consider supporting us on Buy Me a Coffee. And we'll see you next time on Clean Titans.